Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. There are times that, you start the show with a smile because things have actually gone very, very well. The Super Eagles have landed in Cameroon. Actually, they are the 17th African team to qualify for the 2022 Fiesta. Of course, it is AFCON 2021. But, when everything keeps shifting 1 year, ahead or behind, it tells you that everything 2020 is now 2021, and 2021 in most cases, are now 2022. So we'll be there in AFCON. We've always been there. There'll be 1 or 2 editions that we didn't qualify, but within Africa, we are still a superpower, even in world football. Since we started qualifying in 1994, it was just in Germany in 2006 that the Super Eagles of Nigeria failed to be there. Be among the committee of the best footballing nations of the world. So we qualified. In fact, we were to play, before we played Benin yesterday, the result coming in from Lesotho says it was Lesotho Southern playing a barren draw, and that eventually meant that we qualified. The Billionaires also would have qualified also if the rejected stone had not turned into the cornerstone that scored that 9-minute goal for Nigeria. Paul Onuachu, the man who is banging in goals right, left, and center in 30 appearances right there in Belgium, he has knocked in 27 goals. So it tells you that the form that he's carrying in his club is what translated even in the brief minutes that he appeared for Nigeria. So we give you a compilation of the teams that have qualified, and then we look forward to how that is going, to churn out for each and every one of us. And we still on that. There is good news from Manchester, because our para-power athletes are there. They never disappoint. Wherever they go, they tell you that, yes, we are the best. And as it is now, we are not just topping the table, we are shattering the table in Manchester. We'll try and see if we get to Manchester and speak with our heroes and heroines as they represent Nigeria. And I tell you, I think the most played anthem in Manchester today should be, Arise, O Compatriots. So they are all doing there. We are singing, we are happy, and then I will be able to reach our heroes and get to know what is there. Dillian White is the interim world WBC, world boxing champion. He's interim champion now because he got that revenge. It's a revenge. His best served sweet, his best served cold, and he did that when he knocked out Alexander Povetkin in the 4th round. So he is a champion now. Everybody rooting off when Povetkin himself knocked him out, and people said, "Guy, you are just a bag. You can't hit the bag. You are the punching bag yourself." But then he proved everybody wrong and said, "I am good enough." Maybe the next in his item should be trying to face either Wilder, or he has said, "Yes, I can beat Joshua." But let's see, in heavyweight, anything happens. Just 1 punch to the jaw, and the guy goes there crawling on the floor. So that is boxing. In the UFC, Francis Ngannou. Yes, wherever Nigeria, kind of set any part that Nigeria trade, just tell yourself that in the next few years, Cameroon will be there. We had Israel Adesanya. We had, Kamaru Usman, and right now we have Francis Ngannou. Africa has three world champions in the UFC. So it is becoming an African zone. When we set our eyes over there, we conquer. Formula 1 is back, and Lewis Hamilton, didn't make the pole, but then he's going for an unprecedented 8th championship. He called the great Michael Schumacher with 7, and then this time around he said, I'm going for number 8. But then there is one man who said you have to maximize what you have. If you can do that, that is Max Verstappen, the man on Red Bull. He is on pole at Bahrain, and Hamilton and his fellow Mercedes teammate will be there, 2nd and 3rd as they qualified, for today's opening event. So we do a countdown to the Olympics, a countdown to the Paralympics, because they just followed each other. Last week we told it was 1, 2, 3. Got 7 out of that. Probably have 116. So it's about 116 days, and then also 138 days to go, for the Paralympics. So we are going to look at all that and ask you the National Sport Festival. This will start. The protocols, they've carried out. The test you should take before you get there. Those who are going to monitor it. Everybody is on. So we are saying by 2nd of April, it will kick off, and by the 6th of April, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Oshibanjo, will go. We will declare the games open. The torches, 2 torches at the Olympic torch has been lit. The festival torch will be lit also, and taken around all the local governments in Edo State, and come down to on the 6th, where the governor will also light it, and then start. The ceremonial proceedings will proceed, and of course they would have started before then, but it will be on the 6th before it goes. But like we said last week before we went on break, we are starting with athletics, and we are going straight to Washington, because yes, he's our man. He's always been our man. Bambo is there. We woke him up early to give us the updates. We want to know what is happening, how far, what are transferred in the past 1 week, and what we should be looking forward to in the next a few days, because the MOC Grand Prix will be taking place right in Lagos. All Africans are converging right here, and I tell you, you guys don't want to miss that. I won't miss it. But then let's hear from Bambo. Hello, Bams. How are you?
I'm very good, Ken. How are you doing?
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you for
fine.
having me, as always.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. We said last week that we shall continue this week and get the countdown as what is happening. What is happening to Ruth? I thought she was all there, but something did happen. It's exciting news, but there is somebody we know who is also flying, and she's not even jumping these days. What is happening in athletics?
Yeah, Ruth Osoro, she's having an outstanding season. She's already qualified for the Olympics in both the triple jump and the long jump, and she finished 2nd in her event this weekend in the long jump, 6.76 meters. Very consistent. She jumped 673, 672, 670 in the same competition, and it's very exciting for Nigeria, because we've all been talking about Ese Brome going to win a medal in the long jump at the Olympics, but imagine now Ruth Osoro is there jumping with her and also fighting, hopefully, to win a medal. So that's really interesting, and she was 2nd in that competition behind a world lead of 7:14 for Tara Davis. I think she broke the NCAA record. So that was a really fantastic competition.
Okay. So somebody. I mean, she came 2nd, and somebody jumped 7.14. I mean, in that same competition.
Yeah. Incredible. Incredible. Yes. The race is on for the Olympics. It's not going to be a joke.
It's not going to be. Yeah. We thought pushing it 1 year, I would have dampened the enthusiasm, would have killed whatever. But new stars, you said it when we discussed this last year. That some of those who were trying to pick last year might not be the ones that were picking this particular year. So I think it's all for excitement. It's all for excitement. But then last week we touched on the tip of the iceberg of what is going to happen in Lagos, and then you said, opportunity for Nigerian athletes, come over here to come and pick point and see if you can also qualify. What is happening? How many athletes, how many nationalities are we expecting at Yaba College of Technology?
So the MOC Grand Prix, it's the 3rd edition. It's going to be the biggest we've ever had. Athletes from 9 different African countries registered for the event, and many of them are making their way to Lagos right now. Some have had difficulties in this age of, COVID to actually travel. But we have the Kenyans who are already on their way. One of them is already arriving today, Ferdinando Mayanla. He's one of their top 100 and 200 meter sprinters. And we're expecting a couple more of them tomorrow. And we also have some West Africans also heading here from Benin, Togo, and elsewhere. So it's really, really interesting, because it's going to be the first time we're having an international event. Everybody wants to go to the Olympics. There's a dearth of competitions in Africa. And it really just shows that if you put up a good competition, Africa will come to you. And it's going to be an exciting, gathering of champions this week in Lagos.
Last week you talked about that they're trying to re-register for you to have to know the athletes are coming in, how many are coming in, and what logistics to put in place. For now, do we have some figures to go with?
Yeah, so 900 athletes registered for the event, which we knew is a lot to get through in about 2 days, a 2-day event. So we had a reconfirmation process, and after the reconfirmation, we settled on about 650 athletes who have reconfirmed their intention to compete. And right now we're going through all the entries. We're going to publish all the start list by tomorrow, and it's looking very, very exciting. The top athletes all across Nigeria are in Lagos, making their way to Lagos right now. And I can see possibly some Olympic qualifications may drop in this event. So it's going to be keenly contested.
Possibly. I thought you were going to say hopefully. I don't know, because my hope is on that. You don't have to travel to Benin or travel to Kampala to go and get it. It is right here, opportunity for our athletes, for us to make up at the ground, and then, at least increase our chances, because the more you have there, somebody might just mistakenly qualify, or maybe, how do I say, just meet the minimum, and by the time we are in July, they are making it up there. So how optimistic are you? How high are your hopes?
My hopes are extremely high. I think looking at the entries we're having, the top Kenyans, and we don't normally associate the Kenyans with sprinting, but the national record holder is coming. He's run 10:14. We've had a couple of guys who've run 10:2 as well. One of them ran 10:11, but wind aided. So they're all going to be here. And it's going to push our guys forward, the likes of Enoch Adegoke in the 100 meters, the likes of Jerry Jakpa in the 200 meters, the likes of Emmanuel Ojeli in the 400 meters. And then we mustn't forget about Grayson Wokocha in the 100 and 200 meters. She's looking very, very much in fine form. Patience Okon-George will be running her first race of the year in the 400. So there's a lot of exciting races to watch out for over the next 2 days, the 30th and 31st. Of March at Yaba Tech Sports Complex. It's going to be very, very exciting. I can't really wait. It's going to be a perfect, I think, prelude to the National Sports Festival. So we're really looking forward to it.
Okay, a perfect prelude to the National Sport Festival. Our records we expect will fall, but then for this year, we're talking about making the Olympic marks. I don't think there is anything. Arrival, when are they arriving? When would athletes be arriving in Nigeria, and those in Nigeria, when would they be moving into Yaba?
Oh yes, so they're arriving as we speak. So some of the athletes from Kenya and elsewhere are arriving today. More will be arriving tomorrow. So it's really going to be a festival. It's let's look at the times. I think some times that have never been run in Lagos or even Nigeria will probably drop this week. It's interesting looking at what else is going around. It's interesting to see the times dropping all over the world right now. The Texas relays this weekend, the Ghanaian broke their own national record in the 100 meters. Benjamin Azamanti Kwaku, 9:97, breaking the record of Leonard Miles Mills of 22 years.
Yes.
So that's something that I think Nigerians we have to respond to, because obviously we all know that Nigerian jollof is better than Ghanaian. So
we thought we owned the sprints, you understand? But we saw, the South Africans coming to say, no, we're doing that from the era of Frankie Fredericks competing with us to now we have, getting it there. The middle distances, the Kenyans, the Senegalese, the Moroccans are saying, look, we are also good there. The long distances are not our fault anyway. So our comfort zone, somebody, the Ghanaian ladies, I mean, they are Ivorian, there are two Ivorian, very fast runners in the 100 and 200, and then the Ghanaian is running sub 10. So that should not be at the back of their mind when they line up at 9.97 when they start running at Yaba College of Tech.
Oh, definitely. Let's not forget that Nigerians are also running sub 10 now. Divino Duduru, Raymond Ekemwo, of course, they're in America at the moment. But yes, in Nigeria, only a few athletes have ever run sub 10 in Nigeria. Our coach at Making of Champions, our head coach Deji Aliyu, is one of those athletes who has run sub 10 in Nigeria twice, 998 and 995, to win the All Africa Games in 2003. So I'm really looking forward to seeing whether we can, get close to sub 10 in this meet. If it doesn't happen in this meet, it will happen at the National Sports Festival. It will happen eventually. The more competitions we have, this is in fact the first of several that we're planning. We have another one in the next month. We're hoping to focus on the relays, and we'll make announcements on that in due course. So for now, all eyes are set for Yaba Tech this week. We're hoping we will be unveiling a sponsor tomorrow. We'll have a press release on that. Let's watch the fireworks go.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bambo. Bambo is our athletics man. He gives us, athletic news from all over the world, updates, up to date, and then also you get the visuals. He is there when we can't get there. He's our eyes on the field and on the track and field. Thank you, Bambo.
Thank you for having me as always.
All right, it's a pleasure speaking with you. That's Bambo Akani, and then he has his team, the Making of Champions at Trailblazers. Where we are going, where Channel's team, we are going on track and field. If you forget this year, last year and this year, but we hope probably by November we can have our third edition of Channel's track and field. We hopefully will do that. May is a bit too close for us to talk about the Kids Cup, but nothing is impossible. We can say we want to have an abridged competition, getting 8 teams and get it done and reach out to you. The kids have been up there for a year and another 1 year. The Festival of Football in primary schools in Nigeria, and we expect that we started it, we keep it up, we kept it up for a dozen years, and I don't think COVID is going to put us down in that. So that is it. The athletics competition will take place in Yaba College of Tech. We'll go over there and watch and share the teams on as we try to pick. Actually, my interest in this is how we are going to pick, make those marks, reach those times that will qualify our athletes for the Olympic Games in Tokyo. So that is it. So let us look at football. Let's see, like I said, the Super Eagles qualified from our group. But before then, 17 teams. Yeah, Nigeria made the Super Eagles made it the 17th team to qualify for that competition. If it is possible, well, let us see the list of qualifiers. We'll go to what CAF has getting grouped by, that is Nigeria. But let us see if we can get... If we can get the CAF tweet there where the 17 teams, yes, it's a 17 tickets gone, 7 remaining. Add 7 to 17, and that tells you what that is 24 teams will be going there. So how things look at the moment, you can see it. Mali in Group A, Mali and Guinea, they are there. You can see the ticking. All right. And then in Group B, what do you have there? You have Burkina, Burkina Faso. Then you have Ghana. Ghana also is ticked. So that gives you that is the first 4 teams that have qualified. For us. Wow, I think we might still move on. Okay, we have Gabon, we have Gambia, they have all qualified. You have Morocco. Are you seeing it? Morocco qualified from Group E. And then from Group F there, you have, of course, Cameroon. They are host. They are playing. They've qualified. So some other teams will take over from that particular group. So we are moving on and see. Let us get it done. It's 17 teams, Egypt is there. Yes. And then the Comoros Island, they are going for the very, very first time. Algeria, Zimbabwe, wow. You were Senegal, yes. Sadio Mane and his team will be there. Are you getting them? These are heavyweight. You have Tunisia, and then yes, you have Tunisia qualifying. Move on. You have Cote d'Ivoire, and then you have Nigeria, but then you also have Equatorial Guinea after Tunisia. So that Nigeria is number 17 for now, and 7 more to go. We still have 7 more to go. So the story has to be the video of Paul Onuachu. When the first list came out, and they said they are placing this guy on standby, and Nigeria said, "Wow, stand what?" Sometimes the standby generator works better than the NEPA or the PSN you call them. And then, this guy is the hottest Nigerian footballer, on the circuit now in terms of goal scoring. We're talking about the strikers here now because Osimhen has been in and out. Henry Yekwere has been moving from Monaco back to Galatasaray. But this guy has settled right there in Belgium and banging in goals. Before the invitation came in, he has scored 26 goals. I said, how can a man score 26 goals and you put him in standby? And we are trying to get other attackers to come in. And then while the coronavirus controversy was on, he banged in his 27th goal, and probably fate, dealt him a favorable and said, look, you can't come in. You can now come in and replace somebody. He came in, he was on the bench, he didn't start, and then by the time he came on, yes, he did it in the nick of time. And I tell you something about Paul Onuachu. Paul Onuachu scored the fastest Nigerian goal in 2019 against Egypt. He scored that goal in 10 seconds. And I tell you, probably with this one, he will be the latest goal because he scored it right at the dot of added time, to give Nigeria that win. And it was the first time in 8 years that these Beninese are losing at home. That place has been quite invisible. It has been a fortress, and nobody has been able to get those things done, for them. So that is what it is. It means that the Super Eagles have qualified for Cameroon. Remember, we went on a boat cruise. I wish probably we can see that, how we landed, how we invaded Benin, how we invaded Porto Novo. From Nigeria moved in, through the sea. I should to get that visual of our rival in Benin, and then how they were, taking over. They went to Cotonou, stayed the night, came back, and then played the match there. But the good news is that we have qualified. Our qualification is just one step. It's like you reading for exams. The next step is passing the exams. That is winning it. It's been quite long. We won it 2013 by the great one, Stephen Okechukwu, the captain in '94 when we won it. And there, so you can't take it away for him to go, for us to say yes, 2013 to 2021 is up there. We're going to take a very, very short break. When we come back, I tell you, we are going to land in Manchester because we get in touch with our heroes and heroes as they are powerlifting, catapulting Nigeria to #1 in the world at the Powerlifting World Cup. Stay with us. Okay, you're welcome back at the Stepan Channel Sports on Sunday. We are a bit excited. Jimmy in the house. We'll still go to we'll soon join them in Manchester. But Jimmy, you're welcome to the show.
Ever a pleasure to be here, and feels good that we are doing well also in para-powerlifting. It's something that when we talk about comparative advantage, it gladdens our heart, and we always have to work on. Apart from working on our weaknesses, we also have to work on our strengths and all that. But then, when you consider what the likes of Yakubu Adeshokun have been able to do, you always feel excited, and you feel that the country can do a lot more in terms of investing into sports. Investing
in para.
In para, because we can talk about ability, disability, and what it does for the country, because it's all about image laundering. What they have been able to do is to continue to launder our image positively, and we always are excited about the prospect of always going out there, winning competitions are plenty. At every point in time, they make us proud.
You can count on this.
You can always count. They are ever reliable, and the reliability is something that, apart from the fact that it gladdens our heart, you now begin to look at the fact that there is a need for corporate sponsors to really, really collaborate with them. Yes, you could say, okay, maybe there's not so much focus on what they had been able to do, but it starts from now. You look at the little things and begin to pick on them, then it becomes major. The minor becomes major when you do the things that you are supposed to do. Like I said, when you look at what Paul Kennedy has been able to do, Yakubu Adeshokun, over the years, the likes of Nnamdi Innocent had been able to do over the years, it gladdens your heart, and you expect that, private bodies are able to come into this fray and do the needful.
Okay, private bodies, they will come in, but like we said, we expect the Ministry of Sports to take this team, to take them seriously, to give them, like you said, ability and disability. you know, where they are coming from, the challenges is much more than
more.
what we that are not other physically challenged have. So in overcoming that challenge at first, and now trying, you know, to rise above it,
rising above the challenges is major, because you also consider the effect of trauma. Because whether you like it or not, there's always the stigma challenge, where these athletes have to overcome the stigma challenge that, look, I'm one out of a lot, I'm minority, but I have to rise above that, rise above, you know, disability, to show that I'm actually capable. And when they excel, the question is, how exactly do we celebrate them? How do we reward them? How do we reward them?
Because they need to survive.
They need to survive.
Yes.
And so those are these things that we need to start talking about very delicately.
All right. Okay. When we are ready, we'll go straight to Manchester. But before them, let's be taking the news as they come, because I tell you, they are worth celebrating. We shall also open the lines very, very soon for you to join and also celebrate them. Because whenever they go there, like somebody said, it is sure that they will there. We have world champions, we have world record holders, we have, that is one area where we dominate the world.
Definitely.
We talk about this area. I've talked about UFC, where Africa now has 3 world champions. It tells you that we are good. We'll talk about basketball, where we are very, very good. The Tiger and the Tigress, when they go out there, I sit down and say, yes, I can. These guys, they will deliver. You understand? Yeah. I don't have to use my calculator to press it. I'm not referring to any other team. I'm just Jimmy, because Jimmy, you have started laughing.
You are throwing stones. You are throwing stones, Ken.
So, Jimmy, we are still talking about that. The story of Francis Ngannou, we'll talk it someday.
Yeah.
He is the 3rd African after
Adesanya and Kamaru Usman.
Yes. Israel Adesanya and Kamaru Usman, both Nigerians who have done that. And then the Cameroonian came in and said, I can also do it. But
the story of a refugee.
The story, not just a refugee.
Yeah.
He was in Cameroon. He was having things very, very difficult, very hard for him.
Yeah.
At a point, he was a sand digger.
Exactly.
He was digging. I mean, there are pictures. It's not like whatever, but there are pictures of him when he was digging sand. You know, you see them dig sand, throw in order to survive.
Exactly.
At a point, he said, how will I continue with this life? He left Cameroon. I tell you this. He left Cameroon, but that's just the beginning of the journey. He jumped through the border and into Nigeria. From Nigeria, he got into Niger. From Niger, he now said, how do I move? He went to Mali. From Mali, he said, how do I move? He went to Morocco. I tell you this, these are border. Without paper, without money.
You can call him a journeyman. He continued moving, but he knew where he was going.
He was, I mean, against all vagaries of life, hunger, adversity, everything. In Morocco now, from Morocco to get to Spain. At a point, he said, look, he has to fold his money. Put the money in a nylon and swallow it, because that is the only way the money will be safe. To enter Spain from Morocco. See, these are things that we don't encourage, but this is just his journey. It is his life journey.
We like it or not.
Now, he will go, they will arrest him, they will throw him back. He will go, they will arrest him, they will throw him back. He was sleeping in the forest. He was living in the forest, practically. He now tried to make a canoe, a boat, and tried to see how he can use the foil. Because when they catch him, at a point, he now said he learned. They asked, okay, how do you know we are coming? He said, when you come, you rustle the water, and there is an equipment. So, okay, fine. He used a foil to now cover the canoe so that it can't be detected, and then the noise will be known. That's how he was able to enter into Spain. And then gotten into Spain, became a refugee before he got into France. I'm telling you right now,
he's the world champion.
He is the world
champion.
I mean,
the highest level.
That is a story that is worth telling. That is this. All right. I think we are set to go to Manchester. We are going to Manchester now, and I tell you, it is all there. Hello, Manchester. Hello, Lucy. Lucy, are you set?
Yes, I'm ready.
See. All right, I can see you. Lucy, how are you? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, and how are you and the team doing in Manchester?
We are doing very, very, very good. As you can see me, I am very, very happy.
I am very happy. Okay, let us. How many of you have picked medals now in the past 3 days?
Yeah, 11 people have picked medal. Remaining 2 people that are competing today. And we're expecting medals from them.
We're expecting medals from those who are competing today. Who are those who are those competing today? Who are competing today?
Fola Shade and Loveline OBG. They are competing today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Lucy, let's start. Let us start with the gold medals first. How many of you have picked up gold medals? How many?
Okay. Our gold medals now are 8 in number, and we are expecting more too.
Okay. And who picked those medals? Can you tell us those that won gold medals?
Okay. I will start from the women.
Yes.
In Sydney, Ben.
Okay.
Picked gold medal.
Wow.
Latifa Tijani picked gold medal.
Yes.
Lucy Ejike picked gold medal.
Well, who is Lucy? Who is Lucy Ejike?
Yeah. Olaika Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Gold medal.
Yeah.
Ebere Opara picked gold medal.
Okay.
And the boss Omalaye picked gold medal.
Gold medal. Yeah.
In male, Adeshokun Yakubu picked gold medal.
Yeah.
Kure Thomas, gold medal.
Yeah.
That's for men for now.
Yes. And then the silver medalist.
These are the senior medalists.
Yes.
We have one junior who competed in senior and junior.
Okay.
She won silver, which is Onyinye Chimak.
Yes.
She won silver medal in senior and gold medal in junior.
Wow. And then Namdi won silver medal, Namdi Innocent?
Yes, Namdi Innocent won a silver medal.
Okay. So everywhere is medal, and they are singing Nigerian anthem in Manchester.
Yeah, and the Yashuku, Dauda Ibrahim.
Yeah. Okay.
He also won a silver medal.
Okay. How many? Have we have any world record broken? Any world record?
Yes, Bose Omalayo broke world record yesterday.
Wow!
Yeah.
And then Lucy will also break world record soon.
My world record, I have my world record.
Yes.
I'm waiting for Tokyo because that's my aim. You know, whenever I go for Paralympic Games, I don't just set world record. One. Wow. I set 3 or more than 3. So I'm preparing myself. So my record is there for me. I'm the owner of the class. So there's no problem about that.
Listen, you guys are making us proud. You guys are making us happy in Nigeria. That, why there in Manchester, where the whole world has gathered, that Nigeria is #1 on the table. Not just #1. You have 8 gold medals, and the second team, Ukraine, has just 2 gold medals. I mean, it shows how good you are. Yeah. So are you guys?
That's Nigeria para-powerlifting for you.
Yes, exactly.
They're always ready.
Always ready. And you guys are preparing for the Paralympic Games in Tokyo?
Yeah, we are preparing seriously.
Okay. So I mean, this is just like a preparatory ground for you to go over there.
Yeah, this is one of the qualifying.
For the qualifying.
And we are using it to upgrade our ranking.
Okay. So how many of you have qualified now from here? From this World Paralympic World Cup, how many of you qualified right now based on your performance?
Okay, if I can say, from performance in this Manchester, everybody is qualified.
Okay.
But according to the rules of pathway, we got 11 qualified before. So we are expecting, if they can qualify more 3 that came with us here, we'll be happy for that. It will make us 13.
All right. How is the condition in Manchester? I hope they are treating you well. You are comfortable and everything?
Yeah, we are comfortable in Manchester. You know, they are on lockdown. So We are following all the rules about the COVID-19 precautionary measure. So we used to stay in our room, except when you have the game, you can go to the venue and do your game. After that, you come back. So we are okay. We are enjoying ourselves. We are having enough rest here because we don't have to be going up and down.
Up and down. Are they serving you? Are they serving you Nigerian food, Nigerian meal there in Manchester, or you are eating spaghetti?
We are eating Igbo food, though. You know, we are eating. We have gone to British now, so we are eating whatever we see here.
Okay.
We are enjoying it.
All right. Thank you very much, Lucy. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. And probably when you guys come back to Nigeria, we'll have you right here in the studio, and Nigerians will appreciate your performance. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
All right. Okay.
Nice speaking with one of Nigeria's heroes.
She says, when I go to the World Cup, exactly. I don't break one record.
She actually does break multiple records in a day, because if you look at the antecedent of Lucy Ejike, most times she breaks a record, the next attempt she breaks another one. Most times twice in a day.
I own the record, it's my record.
Exactly, yeah. She's owned it. It's clear dominance. And that's what Nigeria has been able to do.
Yeah.
There's clear dominance of powerlifting.
Yes.
And you can just see the excitement, the way they have been able to package themselves. The likes of Feisheton Are, they have been consistent, and that's what we always talk about. When we talk about Nigerian sports, the administrators, you can see, okay, yes, the administrators have been able to put some things in place, and that's why these guys
without much fuss, without much fuse.
We almost never knew they were going to Manchester because they missed the first one. This is the second one in the series.
When there is nothing to share in the pot, you understand? You will make noise. They will just go there and perform, and then you have peace
of mind.
Look at them; they are physically challenged. A lot of people have been going around, begging around, but here they are, shining like a zillion stars.
You can see that a lot of them have already qualified.
Yes, 11 already. Yes,
or 11 already, and apart from those ones that have even won gold medals, they are still expecting more gold medals. So even if we don't have the 2 gold medals, we have 1 and a silver. It's still something to be delighted about.
In fact, I would have, if it's possible, if we can get the tweet from the World Paralympics, exactly. You see that tweet, and I tell you where it's another day, another dominant performance from Nigeria. Athletes in Manchester.
We are very indomitable when it comes to that competition.
God. We're opening my president said we can open the lines now. You can join the discussion. Okay, that is the tweet. That is the tweet.
Last day of the Manchester World Cup is packed with great action. Today's schedule. Men's
we are still going
1-3-7.
We are going back. We are going back to Manchester. We have the president himself. We have the president himself, Shaku. Let's go. Look at that. That's the tweet celebrating. But let's go back to Manchester, because we have the president of the paralifters right there with us. Hello, Shaku. Hello, Mr. President. How are you? Hello.
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Oh, we are very fine. We are very fine.
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you guys doing in Manchester? We just spoke with Lucy now, and she's excited. Hello.
Yeah, actually, we came to donate. That is it. Hello?
Yeah, go on.
Yes. In fact, we are here. We are here. Actually, we are here to dominate, and which we did. We are dominating. And for now, we have already won 8 gold medals and 3 silver medals, and we are still expecting more, because 2 more athletes are competing today. Maybe in the next 25 minutes or 20 or 25 minutes time, they will start their own competition, and more medals will flow in by the grace of God.
Okay, we are here celebrating you and your team, but we also know it is not easy getting there. What has the challenges been? What has the challenges been like? In your preparation, in your getting the team in this COVID-19 period and other things, to take a team and take them to Manchester and excel. What has been like preparing the team and taking them to a World Cup tournament?
Actually, it has been very hectic. Last year, the minister, with the Federal Minister of Youth and Sport by the minister, through the minister, invited them to camp for them to recover from this COVID, in which they spent about 2 weeks in the camp, and they did well. And when they resumed the camp, we understand that they hadn't been training because of the lockdown and the rest. And but when in preparation for this competition.
Okay, go on. I think we are having a little bit of challenges, but the pictures will be clearer now, and then we'll join with Mr. Ishak there in Manchester. Are we through?
Yeah.
All right. Go on.
No, I said we have been facing lots of challenges, actually. Lots of challenges. The challenges there is that the athletes were not camped. So they were just picked, they were just camped for some few days, not even up to a week. But you can see the performance. And you know that if they are camped for for up to some good time, you know that the performance will be pretty good, will be better than this. And by the grace of God, we expect much more better than what we are seeing today in Manchester. In fact, here we are here to dominate. We are here to pack everything and relieve the remaining categories for other countries to share. But Nigeria, as you know, the number one in the world. By the grace of God, will remain number one in the world. During my tenure, by the grace of God, we're not going to leave everybody out. We're not going to leave everybody out. We are going to carry the athletes along because they are our paramount concern. And with the support of the board, I think by the grace of God, we are going to make it. That is it.
Okay, it is good to hear that the athletes are your paramount concern. Apart from when they come, of course, when you bring them to camp, when they leave camp, is there any way you liaise to find out how they, their condition, how they are living, how they are surviving? Are they on salaries, or do you just give them remuneration when they go to tournament and come back? Do you have your welfare team that is checking about their the welfare package or the of your athletes when they are not in camp?
Actually, they are from their various states, and their states. They are on salary in their states. The Federal Minister of Youth and Sport don't employ athletes.
Yeah.
We can only call them when we need them, and we camp them and put them in shape before now traveling with them. But I know none of them has ever complained to me that they are not. They are not doing well in their various states. In which I think even if something like this should be done, if they relate to us, we can maybe get in touch with the director of sports in their various states, so that at least these are potentials and these are people representing Nigeria, not only their states. They are representing Nigeria, and they should be well taken care of. And when they are called to camp, they are now when they are called to national camp, they will come into the hands of the federal government, in which the federal government is doing its best to see that they put them in shape and take very good care of them.
Okay. 148 days to the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. What do you want Nigeria, the sport ministry or the federal government to do that to make you excel and remain the best that you are in the world? What specifically do you want to be done for yourself, your athletes, and your federation?
In the preparation now, I'm going to. I will talk to the minister, in which he always give us his listening ears when we talk to him. When we call upon him, he give us listening ears, and he has given us his promise. And they are going to call them to camp on time, so that we'll put them in shape. Those that need treatment, or those that are nursing some kind of injury or pains, will be taken care of in the camp before the Paralympic Games. And we want to also call on the corporate bodies to come in and support these athletes. These are number one in the world. For goodness sake, these are number one in the world. And we remain the number one, unstoppable. You see? And if we want to maintain this standard, then we should be taken care of. The athletes should be taken care of. That is my plea with Nigerians and the government at large.
Once more, we want to say congratulations. We want to say thank you for flying our flags high to the highest of level. And I wish you success and a safe trip back. And when you come back to Nigeria, I know the reception will be high on. Thank you very much, Mr. Shaku, for speaking with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. We are back again from Manchester.
Here.
The best in the world. Don't forget that.
The best in the world.
Yeah.
And the president is not talking about self-sufficiency. He's not talking about interference. And maybe just what they need will be marketing technocrats that will further help them in the, in the drive to get corporate bodies to support them. Because at the end of the day, like you said, they are the best in the world.
Yeah.
And I would think that just like Scrabble,
we
are dominant,
yes,
we should look for ways to ensure corporate bodies
I do not understand.
It's hard to comprehend how we are not able to see the opportunities.
In fact, if a corporate body should be begging to identify with success.
So like I said,
if a brand tag themselves as number one, are you not looking for number one?
Exactly. So like we always say, it's always been about football, but we need to, as much as possible, look for other sports that are doing very, very well. Latch on that opportunity to drive our CSR.
Okay, I want to go back to football because this is personal to us here. Yemi is not on set. If not, Yemi, okay. I'm being told that Ken, go on the break. We're going to go on a short break. But when we come back, I'm going to tell the story of, upsuiting. Upsuiting. They are up there. And I tell you, it's not about whether they will come. It's about when they will get to the Premiership. Stay with us. Hello, you welcome back to Channel Sport on Sunday. I was about to tell you that they want to talk about shooting stars, of Ibadan. We still talk about shooting, who are in NNL, and then they went on to say that I think it's a Nigerian record. I don't know. I'm not speaking for fact now because they played their first 8 matches and they won all 8 matches. I tell you this until they got to Newi, and then Newi United punctured that. But it is still a celebration. But then before we do that, we took Lucy. We took a Royal Educated, the president of the association, and then, but my friend is online. I want to see if we can go to Manchester. If not the innocent, he picked up the video. It's my good friend.
Let's see how innocent he is.
Let's see how innocent. Is innocent in name? I hope he's innocent. Okay, there is Nnamdi Innocent. He's in Manchester. Hello, Nnamdi. How are you? How are you? Hey, get that thing down. Let's talk, man. Are you hearing me? The volume. What's happening to the volume? We're not hearing you. I hope please get in touch with him. Get in touch with him. He's an exciting athlete. That is there in the world stage, and then a silver medal in the world. He's been winning all those things. Let's see how if we can pop up his volume so that we can hear him, and then we can join him. It's a celebration. We're just celebrating them. But then before we go back to Manchester, shooting stars are doing so well. 8
games on the trot.
8 games on the trot.
The likes of Gafar Olatunmiho, Waheed Omololu, Maloma Ayodeji, that have been doing so well, scoring goals aplenty, and it tells you the story of shooting stars wanting to go back to the NPFL. A team that you always want to reckon with. And I think that what's most important is the fact that they have been very consistent. They kept the bulk of their players, and somewhat, they kept also the bulk of their officials. So to ensure that continuity is something that can translate into getting promotion. And this is what we always talk about. We need the traditional clubs to always be represented. We have seen what the likes of Rangers represent in our football, what the likes of, right now we can even say Kano Pillars are a traditional club, the likes of Enyimba, what they've been able to do. And when you have the likes of shooting stars come,
they have that
cult following.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe stationary store is not doing as well as should be doing. They are bottom of the log at this point in time. But for stationary 3SC, we have got to celebrate them and also hope that they can replicate same, and also hope the likes of insurance also can come through and join the NPFL, because that's exactly what we want. This will encourage much more people. We are hoping coronavirus, you know, as much as possible, it's upended, and we have a lot more fans coming to the stadium and all that. And definitely when you have the likes of 3SC and insurance come through to the NPFL, that's one of the ways that you can get the followership in the NPFL up and running, and we'll all be happier for it.
These are household names. Yeah. They've been there for as long as I can think of. Yeah, exactly. As long as I started following football, I've been following them.
Talking about Yemi.
Yes, Yemi
is
the Shooting Stars fan. It's not on Saturday, but he should be happy.
Thankfully so. Because we would have been talking about stationary stores. I'm not delighted about what's happening.
You are a stores fan.
Yes, I'm not delighted, but I feel that
they are the bottom. They are the bottom of the log. What's the problem?
Well, I feel they don't have the right caliber of players, and maybe the structure is not well set up to ensure that they have a proper season running. And that's just it.
I think probably you are seeing a situation where in Europe, you know, individuals come to buy clubs,
exactly,
put their investment and leave it at the hands of professionals to run. I think
yeah.
probably part of this issue with stores is that maybe even the trust there is that they have
a supporters
trust,
and there's very little the supporters
trust are doing in the running of the club, in their contribution, in the whatever it is, and getting professionals to run the team, because the team still remain a family property.
It remains a family property.
That is the issue.
And as far as it remains a family property, it's going to be very hard to get stores to run the right way. So whatever way it runs, the fans will just be supporting them spiritually.
Because if the family is
not letting go to,
because they are bringing in enough funds to run it.
Exactly.
The Glazers are doing there, you know, Ibrahimovic is doing there, you know, the Sheikhs are doing the Man City in Monson. If people have, if you say, look, we are the family. Not because my father, my grandfather owns it,
yeah.
but I'm owning it because everything you need I can give to you.
Exactly.
Definitely, I think stores will go places. All right, let's stores will go places.
You are trying so much not to delve.
No. I don't want to get into personal problems. I've been involved with stores from afar in dealings. So that is so I can. I'm talking
and
from
closely involved, and I know what it is.
I'm talking from experience of what how it should be. And stores is the garden of Lagos. You understand? Okay, we are still trying to see if we can get to Innocent. I hope we can. Because I really want to speak. We really want to speak with him on this show. So let's briefly talk about motorsport Formula One.
Verstappen on pole. The first race of the season, and you know, there had been talked about maybe Red Bull getting into the season and getting ahead of Mercedes, but we've seen it happen. Right now, it's not really about Lewis Hamilton. They have been complaining that it looks like the rule changes in winter had somehow affected the cars with low rake aerodynamics, and that's supposed to be for Mercedes engines like Mercedes and also Aston Martin. You saw Sebastian Vettel 18th on the grid. You saw the likes of Verstappen with the high rake aerodynamics getting on pole 0.33. With ease, getting ahead of Lewis Hamilton, and you just wonder, would this be the year for Verstappen? A lot of people actually believe that if there's anybody that can, you know, confront frontally,
he showed
Lewis Hamilton. He showed it last year. Now we can see what Verstappen has been able to do. So we hope to have a fantastic season where everybody will be going gongo for the title. The four of them, I'll call Lewis Hamilton, Verstappen, Bottas and Leclerc. The four of them, I think, will go totally for it this season.
Okay, so that is the thing, because Lewis Hamilton is going for that eighth to be outright. That is outright greatest when it comes to that. For now,
Ken, I think it's hard.
For now, he's already the greatest.
It's hard to not see how he's going to be the greatest at the end of the day, because
he has most poles, he has most wins, joint most championship.
Ken, whichever way you want to look at it, except something dramatic traumatic and enigmatic happens,
if he doesn't even race again, he's already from what he has achieved.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's done well enough for himself to
formerly all that was there between himself and Shoemaker was that 7th championship.
Can you imagine me waxing lyrical about this?
No, you're not. You know, you're working. No. You are waxing lyrical about facts. Not because you love Hamilton. Those are two different things entirely. You can't come here and bend it.
And I hope the likes of Sebastian Vettel, Verstappen,
Formula V
can actually give
Formula V was some
money.
It was some seasons ago.
Because at a point in time, we used to say, Vettel was boring in winning all those titles. What about Lewis Hamilton? Lewis Hamilton has been, upending everybody in the title race. Right now, we think that it's going to happen.
All right.
Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen may go for it all through the season.
Okay, there is another exciting news coming out of Formula One. Lewis Hamilton was 13 years old when McLaren picked him up, and then signed him on into their team. And he went on. Today, we have seen the development from the karting system down there to Formula 2, down to Formula 1 and stuff like that. And right now, like we said, we're talking about him. Most wins, most poles, most everything you can think of is all there getting it. And then joint most championship with the great Michael Schumacher. And then McLaren also now went and saw another. And I tell you this. It is not, let me use this word because it is a fact. I just talked to him about fact now. Yeah. He's the only black man in Formula 1 that is doing it. And I tell you, then right now, McLaren saw another black boy. His name is what? Ugochukwu. Yes.
Of Igbo extract.
Ugochukwu. They say it's a Nigerian American. Anyway, of course, the mother, in 1990, I think that was in 98, when she went to South Africa. I wonder Oluchi, the face of Africa, supermodel. And then she married to an Italian, and then they got to New York and they gave birth to Ugo. They named him Ugochukwu. That's where he's coming from. And right now, he is the next big thing. In the next 4, 5, 6 years, I tell you this, because he has already won the karting season. He's the best in Europe. He has won in America. He won, just now. So McLaren has signed a champion. He is 13. So let me tell you this. There is a Nigerian. When Nigerian enter Formula 1, when Nigerian enter a UFC, even in WWE, there are Nigerians there now, and they are dominating. So be proud to be a Nigerian. It is not it. We are not just sinking. When the Nigerian man enter, he's never number 2. He is number 1. Ugochukwu. Is that the face, the future face of Formula 1?
I think it's a victory for diversity.
Yeah.
And that's something I think that we have to applaud Formula 1 for embracing, especially from last year when we had the issues of Black Lives Matter and all that. Because at a point in time, people almost felt that it wasn't for black people. Formula 1 wasn't for black people and all that. But you see Mercedes embracing the advocacy of Lewis Hamilton. Now you are seeing McLaren sign on Ugo. Ugo is one of our own, is our blood.
Yes.
And I'm happy about it. And that's exactly why I say it's victory for diversity. And it tells us that that sport is headed for greater places, because at the end of the day, it makes it all inclusive. And I would think that in sync with what you are saying, Ugo is the face of the future for Formula 1. And we are proud that he's Nigerian.
Okay. While we still believe that probably we'll still get to Manchester and talk to Innocent, can we see I want to see that NNL table before Shooting lost that match at Navy. I want to see that table. I want Nigeria to look. That is the table. And I tell you, sitting atop that hill, the NNL Group B1 is what? Shooting Stars. ICC Shooting Stars. Wins. Yes. Played 8, won 8, scored 10 goals, conceded only 2.
That foul laughing.
So scored 19. Fantastic. Scored 19 and conceded only 2. I tell you this. Of course, they lost to Newi United. Newi United there, and then that pushed Newi up, up a little bit to 10 points. But then I tell you, that point is 24 points, not 21 points. 3 on 24 points after winning 8 matches in a row. So if you check if you add the points of the next 2 teams, it is 22. Whereas then, while Shooting Stars were in 24. So it
tells a story that they know where they are headed for.
Yes.
They know what they want to achieve.
Yeah.
They have gone about it, the business-like way, and I think that they will get it.
All right. Okay, that is the other group.
Rainbow Stars also
Rainbow Star and then Ibom
well.
and Ibom Youth are also doing well.
And Gateway United,
yeah.
2 teams from Ogun State not doing badly.
Yeah.
Ibom Youth not doing badly.
Bayelsa United, coached by my good friend Diprete Ibowe.
Exactly.
They are there in third, also fighting.
Bendel Insurance on fifth.
Log, yeah. Let's hope they'll wake up, because we want to see that Insurance, Rangers, Shooting Stars, want to see them coming back and replicate it. If not for nothing, for a bit of nostalgia. Let's go back to that Shooting Stars table. Let's see where stationary stores.
You don't.
Jimmy, that's your team.
Ken,
that is your team. They are the bottom of the league. I hope they wake up. I tell you this. Upstairs.
You are rubbing it in.
No, I'm not. I'm only showing you. There's nothing wrong.
It's so sad.
There's nothing wrong in showing you where they are. So that
it's so sad.
That you deceive yourself and think you are somewhere else. Just look at it. That is stores.
Well, I think there's a clamor for the management of stationary stores. So as much as possible, buckle up.
To wake up.
Let them wake up.
Up super.
They still remain the darling club of Lagos.
They remain. So you can't just. It's not something we're leaving Lagos because of. I remember Julius Beda going living Lagos there because of stores. You are not stores. Oh no, my friend Wakilo, a lot of them he knows that ball up super. They would not tie the handkerchief. Have a handkerchief. They don't tie the white handkerchief. Iyo, and then getting it. I mean, it was razzmatazz. It was things that we loved. Okay, we spoke here about teams getting getting involved in accidents on the road, and then we condemned it. But also, we saw something good during the week. And I tell you, let's go to Akwa United, because yes, they flew from Akwa Ibom right down to Lagos. And then, no matter all the prayer that the prayer warriors prayed for, where Akwa United came to Lagos.
And it's a testament to doing things right.
They are in the plane. So what is wrong with this? They flew, yes.
Yeah, Team Akwa United safely arrived Lagos on board Dana Airlines for the MPFL match, the 17th game against MFM FC Lagos on Sunday. So they flew and defeated MFM right there at that temple. What do you call it? When you call it temple, they
call it prayer temple. And then they came in, and then Akwa United flew. I tell you this: let our players fly. It is not rocket science. We fly, our ambassadors fly, and everybody. Jimmy, this is where we are.
Ever a pleasure to be here. Yeah. Dillian White and Poverkin.
Yes.
Interesting times, really.
Interesting times.
But I would like to say this: Poverkin is a boxer that contracted COVID-19 in December. I don't think he was supposed to have been in that bout. Somehow, that bout was not supposed to have been sanctioned, because he really had lost his balance in the first round, and it was clear, it was obvious that Dillian White was always going to upend him. But good for him. He's always going to have his shot, maybe in 2022.
They told him that no, but his manager said he's going to ask him to retire. That's the fact. I read it. So anyway, Dillian White got his better of him. He's now the interim WBC World Heavyweight champion. But I tell you this, for today, it has to be with our team in Manchester. We celebrate them because that is what it is. We celebrate those who have ability in disability and picking Nigeria up there. Have a blessed Sunday. I'm Ken Ochonogo. Till next Sunday. Let's go there.